Alrighty, guys. I apologize for the delay. The Texans game got a little heated. So, that is what we were waiting on. Well, what y'all were waiting on. Just double check, make sure. Okay, we're good. And we have the roster set. Yep. So, let's go ahead and get this thing going. I already have this set up, so all of this is good to go. Yes. So I ran group qualifying as we normally do or did. Let me pull up free camera here. Definitely gonna use that today. No. Alrighty. Sorry, ladies. So on poll today, by my surprise, definitely is Noah Sears. Actually, I kind of like the background noise. So we got Noah Sears here. Alongside him is Tyler Childers in the number 52 RIAA Indian Motorcycle Luke Combs Whiskey River Toyota Camry. 2 career wins for that 52. And we got 2 rookies, Paul Selzy, Casey Sherwood, and a third starting 5th, Jonathan Davenport. So a little bit of rookies inside here. The top 10 is only those 3, as a matter of fact, it looks like. Oh, never mind. I see Blaze Rich there. He is in 9th. We also have Will Donnelly there in the 58. Adam Valdez. And your defending series champion, Joe Buckley Jr. rolling off 8th here today. Followed up by another rookie, Blaze Rich there in the 45 Coca-Cola Toyota. And Fred Wells in the number 6 Massey Ferguson Chevrolet. And we got another rookie here. It's Alex Baldwin, I think. I am not too sure. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's see here. Will Donnelly, Davenport, Buckley, Fred Wells, Blaze Rich, Dennis Baldwin. That's right. So if we go back to me, will it continue with the music or the not the music, but the noise? Yeah, okay. That's what I wanted. And then we got Clayton Baxter and Justin Marks to his outside. In testing, Justin Marks looked really, really good here. And along with Richard Beasley, Joe Buckley Sr. as well. And we got Casey Sherwood back here in the 21. Or, sorry, not Casey Sherwood. Alexander Thompson. Are we too far from the crowd noise now? Dang, that sucks. Got Jordan Martin, the 17, Caterpillar Car, Randy Jones, Grant Lawson, and a full field of 40 cars. Pretty much all of them except for a small handful painted by me and my buddies. And I know the pace car is a little bit out of date. I just kind of forgot about that. So without further ado, let's get these drive engines fired up here for the command. Because it's go time here at Chicagoland. So let's just make sure you guys can hear. Okay, cool.
Drivers, start your engines!
There's the command. And as you guys saw, if you guys watched the Spotter's Guide stream I did a couple days ago, that number 29, Joe Buckley Sr., this is his last season in the Dairy Van Menards Cup Series. So he will be hanging it up after this season. But he's got his son, Joe Buckley Jr., to kind of carry the reins here. So we get ready to go green. A lot of rookies here. 15, because we expanded the field so much. Rookies are denoted by their yellow spoiler and the rookie stripe, so they'll be very easy to spot. Green flag is out, though, here at Chicagoland. Three, 4 wide going into turn number 1 on lap number 1. This race is going to be the most crazy race you guys probably ever see, because this I is like on methamphetamine. just with how cracked up it is, basically. Fred Wells ripping the outside line. That line does come into play at some point in the night, but already Jonathan Davenport up 4 spots. He moves up to second here in the opening lap. Joe Buckley Jr. trying to hold on to that outside lane. He's going to get the run here out of turn 2 to clear Will Donnelly for 7th. So, for those of you who don't know what this is, I see one chat there says, "What the fuck is this? Why wasn't I invited?" This is just a mock sim thingy that I decided to do a couple months ago. And basically, I decided, you know what, let's do it. I'll stream the races. And that's basically what happened. It's just a cup cars with a bunch of fictional drivers here. A little bit of real life people involved, like the now new race leader Jonathan Davenport. He's a real life dirt racer. He did race full time. I don't know if he is this year or not in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Championship. His caution is out. Looks like that 04 and the 49, Derek Richards, has some damage there, and a lot of it. Go back into the replay. Must have missed something here. Ooh, boy. Keeping an eye on Grant Lawson there in the 33. Is going to get right into the 49, collecting Randy Jones in the 42, Justin Marks in the 04, and obviously the 49 as well. Those 3 drivers probably more than likely going to be done for the day. This is just me. This is just like I basically am the almighty god of this. So everybody coming down pit road here as we get ready to see our first batch of pit stops. I didn't paint any pit boxes because I just kind of got lazy. But you got Davenport here leading the field down. Right behind him, Noah Sears, personally one of my favorite schemes in the series. You can see a lot of yellow in the front. It's always a good sign. Sorry. Uh-oh. I hear contact. Looks like it was right around here. In and out for Noah Sears. Who's going to beat Jonathan Davenport out of there. Joe Buckley Jr. up to 3rd. Great stop for him. Will Donnelly, Ronald Beasley as well. Great stops all around for some of these guys. Darn tootin' I am. Defending series champion up to 3rd already. He started 8th. He came in 7th. Let me pull the Texans game back up because, you know, I love the Texans. 38-14. Holy crap. Dude, this game's going to be so easy, dub. Yeah, that's actually where I got the paint scheme for that 27 car from. Was this car. I just took the base from it and threw it on that next gen. As we'll go ahead sim through the cautions. No one wants to sit here and watch cars go around in circles. 7. All right, now we're gonna go green. Looks like the 15 Trey Mills has issues. He is 2 laps down. Not good for him. He wasn't even involved in the incident, and here he is on pit road. Just know these guys are towards front. Easy, just skip up to him. As we get ready to go back green here, we got around 100 laps to go. And I'd expect them to go back to 3 wide very quickly. New look for the 72 this season. A little bit of a new paint scheme. I didn't really do much to him, other than the obvious. So your Chevrolet Silverado pace car going to pull down back onto pit road here. Noah Sears, Jonathan Davenport, Joe Buckley Jr. Your top 3, Will Donnelly, Ronald Beasley, rounding out your front 5. Green flag back out in the air here at Chicago. Look at Buckley on that third lane. He used this lane last season pretty much the entire race to his advantage, and he made it work all night long. But this time, it seems like it's going to be a little bit different this season. So he's struggling. As I said, he's going to get a wicked run there out of turn number 2. He's going to clear Will Donnelly. Baldwin now, with the help of Paul Selzy and Kane Wagner, all three of them up on the top lane, ripping that high line. They're both going to clear that bottom lane. We're getting chats here saying Daytona's looking a little bit different. Yeah, I know. That's just how wicked this INI is. Like I said, it's like it's on crack or methamphetamine. Crap happens, man. Now, for those of you wondering how the postseason could work here, it's top 16. It just works like a carbon fiber carback. Which one are you talking about? If you could give me a number, I could give you an answer. Paul Selzy, the rookie. This car here showed great speed last season with Matt Sanchez in the 18. As two teammates going to go side by side for the race lead here on lap number 11. And Paul Selzy going to take it now over Noah Sears. Joe Buckley Jr., he's looking really good in his Dark Horse Ford Mustang. And yes, I threw these templates together. I just thought it looked cooler. I don't know. It does. Looks better than the Ford Fusion. Got a bit of a choo-choo train going on here. The 30, no, it is not carbon fiber. Let's see if I can get on the front end of you. Yeah. It's not carbon fiber, it's just a gray sort of deal there. Nothing too cool or significant about it. Speaking of which, we got some craziness going on back here. Joe Buckley Sr. all the way up on the wall there. Almost up into the wall. We saw some guys have some trouble with the wall in practice. Obviously, I don't stream the practice, but it does happen where guys like chastain it for some reason. I don't know why. I tried to kind of clean up the AI quirks, if you will, but I just couldn't clear them all out. So it can get a little funky at times. Right now, top driver right now is Paul Selzy, leading the way here on lap number 14. He's got his teammate Noah Sears right behind him. Kane Wagner third. Fourth is Joe Buckley Jr. and Dennis Baldwin rounds out your top 5. High Limit Racing has a great run going for them right now. All three of their cars inside the top 6. Pretty much have the same team from last year, but just not quite, with Paul Selzy and Matt Sanchez not returning. Sanchez, speaking of which, where's he at? He is deep in the field, running 26th right now with Andy Seuss Racing. He's got a better team on paper, but he himself needs to get better as a driver. Casey Fulton, he's struggling tonight as well. But I'm really surprised at the performance we're seeing from the 18 machine. He had a few glimpses of hope here and there last season with a different driver. But this team overall, they only won, I think, one or two races last season. I think Ronald Beasley won one, and Matt Sanchez won a race late in the season. But, I mean, this car was the car to beat last year until late in the race. Evan Horton, I believe. So either Evan Horton or Chandler Rhodes, who, speaking of Chandler Rhodes, he is deep in the field as well. It's Dennis Baldwin going to go around the 30 on the outside. And Beasley looking like he might as well. Oh, that was close. Almost some contact made between the 30 and the 76. Yeah, Chandler Rhodes is struggling back here in 35th, or 34th, sorry. And we also got the one Lamborghini in the field, the 20 of Baron Cohen. Justin Marks, he's got that damage, and he's still trumping along there in 30th. Oh, Lord. There's a lot of yellow back there. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all. Caden Long is with a new team this year, Velocity Motorsports. They're the biggest back marker in this entire series, as they don't have a whole hell of a lot of funding. Caden Long's the only driver in the entire team that has a sponsor, and yes, I didn't stutter. This car is a Lamborghini I custom made. Let me switch to rear chase here for you. It's a Lamborghini. Let's just say this series is just a teeny little bit cursed. Just a bit. And that is the only Lamborghini in the entire field, as Danny Fisher just going to drive right under Clayton Baxter. That 12 car had like no speed at all last season. Here he is running inside the top 15. That's like the best he's ever ran. And last season we only had 25 drivers. That's saying something. There's Caden Long's replacement, Casey Sherwood, in the 31 PlayStation Chevrolet. This is one of the first schemes I ever painted for DMCS. One of, if not the first, as right now, Noah Steers, Grant Lawson, Toyota versus Toyota. And then we got this freaking guy in completely different world right now. Yeah, it's a little weird. It sure is something. I'm thinking about making a new Charger template if I can figure it out. Because, like, low-key, I'm not a huge fan of these Charger templates, but overall, they're not that bad. But I think if I do anything, that'll have to wait until Season 3, obviously. But, I mean, if this guy could just, like, get off the crack, that'd be great. Get a race going on here. He is going. But we've had races like this in the past where, like, the first half was dominated by one driver, and then he just completely fell off towards the latter half of the race. Grant Lawson, he's having a career race as well. From what I can recall, he's never won a race here in the DMCS. Obviously, he's not gaining, but hey, it's something. Adam Valdez shooting to the bottom, clears Kane Wagner. Sadly, I can't call my own caution, so that one caution we had earlier is probably going to be the only caution we have all race long. Zach Barber, he had issues with the wall early on. He's going to try to move around Ronald Beasley here, sorry. Not quite able to do it. That outside lane is preferred here, long run. Blaze Rich, rookie driver, going to try that outside lane, speaking of. Looking good. Not as held up by that 76, but so is Blaze Rich. That'll going to probably keep going on for a while. Paul Selzy dominating right now. 6.2 seconds between him and Grant Lawson. Oh, boy. Grant Lawson gained a pinch of time there. Adam Valdez, Noah Sears way up the track. That's going to allow Dennis Baldwin a big run here down the backstretch. Almost bumper to bumper into 3. Here comes the teammates. Zach Barber, Clayton Baxter. Oh, they touch. Teammates making contact out of turn number 4. That's not what you want to see. Oh, boy. Casey Sherwood on the outside of the 96. It looks like the 33 lost a little bit of time that lap. Grant Lawson trying his best to get that number 33 McDonald's Toyota Camry into victory lane. Ooh, we lost a half second that lap. Dude, we gotta, like, this is like Kyle Busch 2015 right here. Good Lord Almighty. Baxter, Sears side by side. This is a career day for Noah Sears as well. He's never been inside the top 10 or top 5 at all. He's had a couple of flashes of good runs last season, but nothing this consistent. I agree with you. The Toyotas are something. There's like, what, 1, 2... There's only 2 inside the top 5. 1 Chevy, 2 Fords, 2 Toyotas. So really, it's the Chevys that are outnumbered right now. Look at Matt Sanchez. We were saying like 15 laps ago, he's all the way back in 30th. Here he is just outside of the top 10. He's looking for more. Where's his teammate at? Where's that number 38? Oh, Evan Horton really deep. Still outside of the top 20 right now. He's going to have to work a little bit harder if he wants to get where his teammate is right now. First race with Andy Seuss Racing. He's got Spotify on the hood of that car, Gucci on the side, Xbox on the bottom. Just trying his best here as he is currently sitting 14th, looking for 13th and more. Stance Baldwin, Casey Sherwood side by side here. They're kind of holding up Sanchez right now. Sanchez can't seem to find a gap here. Jordan Marr in the one-car team. Can't remember the team name. I think it's like Marr Enterprise, J-Moss Enterprises or something like that. He's thought about splitting them 3 wide there. He'll stick behind Noah Sears. He's currently sitting 10th on the grid. Noah Sears, huge check up there. Matt Sanchez up to 13th. He's up 1 spot, looking for a second from the 76. Sanchez got to become dirty. Sanchez, he looked like he bumped the 76 up there. Oh, maybe a little bit, but not enough to make it worth his while. There goes Casey Sherwood up to the top lane. Can he make it work? Not quite. Huge run for Noah Sears into 1 and 2. Holy cow. He's going to clear his teammate there. He'll hold on to 11th. He's fallen back big time here. Dude, this guy qualified dead last, and here he is, 34 laps in the race, 6th. Danny Fisher, man. I love how the guy who is out of the race right now has the fastest lap. Oh, I know, he's back out on track, but he's like 5 laps down, ain't he? Oh, he's only 1 lap down now. Okay. I respect it. He unlapped himself, it looks like. Somehow, some way. Who else we got down here? Fastest lap-wise. Who's up towards the front? Where's that 31 car at? There he is. Danny Fisher's got to have Chad Knaus. He might. No clue. He's running 6 right now. 31.84. 2/10. About the same. 10th. Half a second slower. 3/10 slower. Alright. Pit stop's coming up here. Derek Richards down pit road here. Could this be a routine stop? Or could this be problems for the 49? We'll have to find out here shortly. Let's see what happens here. This is going up. I think I see more guys come down pit road here. Yeah. The 04 of Justin Marks. 88 of Alex Chapman. Also coming down pit road here. Randy Jones in the 42 as well. Here comes your race leader, Paul Selzy, making his way downtown. This is where things start to get a little bit crazy. Crazier, at least, because we've had times where your leader comes in, has a terrible stop. But if Paul Selzy can nail this, the rookie, his first live pit stop, first green flag pit stop of his career, then he should be A-okay. The fuel run seems to be about 30 laps or so, and that's all Larry McReynolds has. Great stop there for the 18. In and out just like that. No mistakes as long as he wasn't speeding. 87 of Adam Valdez still has to come down pit road. Same with Matt Sanchez. And then I'm trying to remember where the 33 was. He's just now coming out of turn 2. And where is the 18, your race leader? Coming out of turn 4. So they're a little far apart. As here comes Matt Sanchez down pit road. A lot of people down pit road right now. Pit road is looking busy as ever, folks. Can't see who we're spectating. Okay, 72. Kane Wagner. We'll go back to Grant Lawson. You can see how big the gap is between he and your race leader, Paul Selzy now. Yeah, we couldn't afford to pay Larry McReynolds anymore, so we kind of had a budget. Larry McReynolds come up. As Adam Valdez and Matt Sanchez come out of pit road, they will cap off the first green flag stops of the race here on lap 39. As Matt Sanchez still Paul Selzy still leads the race. This was Sanchez's old ride, so cut me a bit of a break there. It's about 6 seconds in front of Grant Lawson, running about a tenth quicker. Let's see if Grant can, maybe put it into gear and catch up. Danny Fisher's in third right now. This isn't supposed to happen, guys. He is a C-ranked driver on a C-ranked team, and here he is having the race of his career. Uh-oh, what happened to Blaze Rich? He's got a lot of front-end damage. No shot it happened when he was coming down pit road. You know what? We're just going to turn the other cheek on that one. As we get ready to go back towards work towards more green flag stops. If Grant Lawson can run down that number 18 car, he could be in for a great run here. Give me a second, I can pull up the stat sheet. I had it up, but I closed it out. And it's not like we're missing anything anyways, so just bear with me for just one quick more second. Alright. So as I am looking here, Grant Lawson has never won a race, but neither has Paul Selzy. He's a rookie, obviously, so he hasn't won a race. Joe Buckley Sr. not having a good time right now. Currently scored 37th. Casey Sherwood decided to bring a modified to the track. That's not going to work well for him. Evan Horton, 3-time series winner. Most wins in a Ford. He's struggling tonight as well. Got a pack of hooligans here, led by Jonathan Davenport and teammate Alexander Thompson. That's the battle for 30th position. Joey Higgins, Casey Fulton there. Not a good race for some of these guys. Joe Buckley Jr., he was doing good in the first bit, but now he's kind of fallen off, if you will. Same with some of these other guys. Scott Mason making his first career start for Phoenix Racing. Well, first career start in general. Chandler Rhodes there. He won the race here last season. He is not looking too good. He's in his alternate paint scheme tonight instead of his typical Menards car. He's got Energizer on the front of that 67 machine. Alex Chapman, another 3-time series winner. Never mind, he only won one race, sorry. He won Richmond last season. And then Matt Sanchez, he won at Five Flag Speedway last season. And probably one of the best races in the DMCS history there. It was a pretty good one. As Chandler Rhodes, Alex Chapman here battling side by side for 15th. The Battle of Mid. Davin Armstrong, first race here. And Matt Sanchez all over the back bumper. Gonna give him a little kiss. No, not quite. Justin Marks running inside almost the top 10 here with that rear end damage. He is going through some shit. Hot diggity dog. Noah Sears trying to get back inside the top 10. He'll slide down around the 12. Quick and easy. As we were just saying how good Danny Fisher was doing, now he's falling down big time. He's about to lose another spot to Justin Marks by the looks of it. Justin Marks trying to go to the inside. He'll get there. Looks like they'll be side by side into turn 1. Unless he can clear. Which he can, so that'll put the 04 up to 11th. As for second and third, it looks like they're about a second and a half apart. We could have a battle here potentially. Adam Valdez, he won 2 races last season, I do believe, 1 or 2. Yep, 2 races. He won at Milwaukee late in the year and at Portland earlier in the year. So he has 2 wins to his credit. Zach Barber, he is one of the winless playoff drivers of last season. Maybe hopefully this season he can break through and get himself a win. Looks like Paul Selsley going to have some traffic here to start working with. As he gets around Casey Sherwood there with a lot of front end damage. Grant Lawson, Adam Valdez now, almost bumper to bumper. Zach Barber, he's trying to throw his hat into the ring. This is the battle for second here, folks. Adam to the bottom of the track. Try to push Lawson up a little bit. He'll clear out of turn 4. That'll put Adam up to second here. The East River Racing Team. They have a really good, nice set. They got Fred Wells and Adam Jesus Christ. Adam Valdez, both drivers won races last season. They have the 31 of Sherwood as well. They also have Casey Fulton, I do believe, unless I am wrong, which I very well could be. No, they only have, they also have the 15 of Trey Mills, who doesn't really seem to do anything. So, there he is, 39th, a lap down still. To his credit, though, I don't know what happened that he was in pit road for an extended period of time. Probably going to have more pit stops around lap 60 here or so. Give or take. As I had to pull the chat back up there, Randy Jones going a lap down. Adam Valdez now trying to run down your race leader. 9.3 seconds separated them last time around. Danny Fisher's the definition of mid. Move him to ARCA now. Sadly, there is no second divisions here. This is just the Cup Series. That is it. Gap down 0.7 of a second that time around. To their credit, though, I was going to say Paul Sells is dealing with a lot of traffic, but he really isn't. Not as bad as I was anticipating it was going to be. As here comes Adam Valdez out of turn 4 again. Gonna lose 2/10 there. That's alright. He can still gain a ton of time. 37.4, 35.6. Adam Valdez looking like he could potentially run him down. I'm hoping he is. Gonna try to, at least. Lost more ground that time around. 31 flat, pretty much, and he ran a 36. Dude, Paul Selzy has got to be stopped here. He is on frickin' fire, dominating this race. Go ahead, go through the field here. The 45 Blaze Rich out early in the race with an accident. He will get credited with the last car for today's race. Trey Mills stuck down a lap early on. Not having a good night for him. As for Luke Lawson there in the 25, currently a lap down in 38. Again, not having the best of all nights. Two-time series winner. Not in the best of all positions to kick off the season. Casey Sherwood, his first career race here. A lot of damage. Randy Jones again got caught up early on in incidents, and that isn't going to help him to kick off season number 2. Joe Buckley Sr. off to a very slow start. It could almost be cause for concern for that 2019. They were on fire. They had 15 straight top 10 finishes last season to start the season. And then they slowly fell off and came home second in the championship standings, but still could be cause for concern. Evan Horton, he was always hit or miss last season, nothing to be concerned about. 79 of Dale Webster, he was never really that fast last year. This is about where he was all around, so if he can just keep doing what he's doing, he'll be consistent, I guess. He's co-owner of the team, so he isn't racing for a ride, but he is racing for positions. He gets around Casey Fulton there for 32nd. Not a good race for Fulton standards at all. Moving on to the 21 of Alexander Thompson here. First career race for this team as well. This is a brand new team. Straight to 3 cars. He has his teammate, Jonathan Davenport, right in front of him. As actually he's going to get around the 49, Derek Richards. There's Danny Fisher all the way back in 28th. He had his time in the sun. Will Donnelly, he started up front. Your outside pole sitter, Tyler Childers. He's deep in the field running 26th right now. Baron Cohen currently running 25th. And the final HBR Enterprises car, teammates to the 21 and the 91. The 11, don't really talk about him much, but that's Joey Higgins there. And to his outside is the 1 of Jaden Bowers, returning to the Velocity Motorsports camp as they switch to Toyota for season number 2. Then we got Fred Wells in the number 6 Massey Ferguson Chevrolet with some right side damage. He's had an up and down sort of night. A lot of people have. Joe Buckley Jr. had some great speed. He was moving up through the field, and now it's sort of stagnated here as he is just outside of the top 20. He's got Henry Rivers there in the 94. New team this season as well. Not a new driver, but the GPR Motorsports has expanded to a 2-car operation with the 49 and the 94. And Kane Calloway there in the 83 Geico Ford Mustang. Obviously, team owner to Callaway Motorsports. Trying to get around Caden Long there for 18th. The 09 Davin Armstrong Freightliner Chevrolet for Team Trackhouse. Ronald Beasley here running in that 15th position. Working his way around the 67 of Chandler Rhodes. Alex Chapman, the best JB Motorsports driver currently running. The 04 Justin Marks with that rear end damage, having a great run considering the damage he has. And then we got the 26 Scott Mason. This was Henry Rivers' car last season. He had to pass it along to a new driver And then to his outside, the 0-2 of Oliver Anthony. We're having a great run inside the top 10 for a couple seconds there. Jordan Marr in that number 17 Caterpillar car. Grant Lawson there in the 33. He's kind of fell off big time. Unless he's pit, which we might see some more this time around. No. Matt Sanchez working on fourth here. Zach Barber. He's running second right now. Trying to hunt down your race leader, who is just light years ahead of the entire field. I think we need to give this an 18 a penalty, except I can't. So, it is what it is. But we do have some pit stops going on right now. I'll take a look down pit road. Looks like the 49 of Derek Richards is the only car down here right now. I've seen a couple trickle in as they go. Great flyby here. I'll loop her back around. Looks like Justin Marks is coming down pit road as well. That's a beautiful paint scheme. I really like how that one came out. There's your race leader, Paul Selzy, coming down pit road with Danny Fisher and company. Randy Jones, Casey Sherwood coming down as well. As it looks like the rest of the field, they're going to stay out a couple more laps here to kind of try and leapfrog your race leader. As the 9... Oh, Jesus Christ, had a big brain fart there. Can't remember who's the... Zach Barber is in the 9, that's right. As he's going to try and leapfrog your race leader, gain a little bit of time. He's about 10 seconds back when they came down pit road. And here he comes now. Clayton Baxter, Matt Sanchez, and Kane Wagner, your top 3 Ford, are all going to stay out here. Along with the 25 of Luke Lawson, brother to Grant Lawson. They actually passed Paul Selzy there, put him a lap down. Sorry. I have to see if that sticks. But these guys have got to pit this time around, I'd imagine. As there goes Clayton Baxter. Paul Selzy going to unlap himself, kind of. He's still got to get around Matt Sanchez up there. I wish we could have a split screen so bad. Pit road is really busy now. A lot of drivers down here. Looking for that 18. There's the 30. There's the 1, the 49, the 11. There he is. I saw him. Adam Valdez. If Adam's on the lead lap here, which I doubt, this is going to be the closest anybody has been to the 18 since like a restart. If Adam can hold his ground here. And if he hasn't pit yet, that's another big thing. But I think Adam Valdez has pitted. He's been down pit road. He's taken those. He's gotten those 4 fresh tires. And that he has, as he is second right now, but he is very, very slow. But Paul Selzy just ran almost his fastest lap of the race. He's matching it right now. Sadly, that doesn't work. I've tried, and it sucks. As we got less than halfway to go already. This race is going by fast. But we have a couple of drivers who are in the chase, in the hunt, if you will, for the race. Where's that 27 at? It says he was 4 seconds back. Oh, he hasn't crossed the line yet. Oh, yeah, he's not. He's falling back. Big time. He's not going to be inside the top 10. No, he's gone. As we're trying to find the race leader again, there he is. Paul Selzy has put on a dominating performance here tonight. That could work. Maybe. I don't know how often or how... I just don't know how often I'll do these. As Paul Selzy pulling away now from the 52, and that 87 is in trouble. He's getting lapped right now. Well, not necessarily lapped, but he's getting passed big time by lapped cars, which isn't what you want to see. Looking for the 18 here on this fastest lap chart. He's only ran this 22nd fastest lap. He definitely has the fastest car of everybody here. But that 52 is on the lead lap. He'd be putting on a stiff competition for that 18 right now. We're getting down to the closing laps here. I think we got one more pit stop here left in this event. We got just about, I think, 70 or 33 laps to go here. Almost said 73 laps to go. That's not right. Oh boy. Next race on the schedule, for those of you who are going to be wondering, is going to be Phoenix. Phoenix last season was also another really good finish. It was a lot more chaotic than Chicagoland in terms of cautions. So, I think it's going to be another great watch for you guys. This one, last season, this one race was a lot better. There was a lot more cautions. I tried to dumb it down a little bit, but I may have gone just a little too far. I know it's definitely not over yet, but at this rate, we can almost already see the finish line at the end of this race. So 30.2, 29.4. He's still running blistering fast lap times here. He's almost running qualifying pace. He's going so damn fast. Paul Selzy put the jets on and sent it. It took Matt Sanchez over 20 races to win with this team. This guy is going to do it in just one race. Although, you know me, broadcaster's jinx does exist, so I could very well be wrong. Currently, the 11 and 1 side by side. This is for 24th and 25th. Joey Higgins will take it over Jaden Bowers. Bowers had some good runs last season. I'm excited to see what he can do in that number 1 machine this year. I definitely think he'll have a hell of a season. Breakout season? Potentially. Only one way to find out. 28 laps to go right now here at Chicagoland. A big upsetter here, I'd say, is the 04 of freaking Justin Marks there inside the top 10, or at least he was. But despite being 11th, he's still having a great run with all that rear end damage. In the 27, Matt Sanchez, first race with Ford. He's having a good run. Barrett Cohen, he's turned his race around, as he is currently in 8th, but he's about to lose that 8th spot to the 27 of Sanchez, which is A-OK. Still inside the top 10 here. If somebody cheesed their pit strategy well enough to make it to the end, and the race leader, Paul Selzy, can't, I will literally die of laughter. That would be the funniest shit ever. And I'd love to see it, honestly. I really would. He's got such a big lead right now, where there's like no competition. Like, he just got to the start-finish line, and all the way back here, second place, Adam Valdez, right there. And it's just really insane. We got any other action going on back here between these guys? It looks like that 27, he is trying to move up trying to get as much positions as he can here. Having a really good long run car has helped that number 27 and Matt Sanchez here. So he's just going to get around Clayton Baxter with the help of Casey Sherwood slowing him down. Now he's got about a second and a half to the pole sitter, Noah Sears here. Still having a respectable night. Running P6 right now. Sanchez. Dude, if he could just finish inside the top 10, first race with the new team, that would literally mean everything to this guy. He's worked for everything he's got. He thought he had a good connection there with the guys over at High Limit Motorsports or High Limit Racing. I can't remember which one it is. He thought he was going to be back in that 18 for another season, and then he kind of got the boot. And I mean, kind of sucks seeing his ride dominating the race here. This to open up the second season of the Dairy Van Menards Cup Series. But sometimes it's just like that. And there's not much you can do about it. Trying to find, there he is. He's all the way up here. He's so far out. Like I said, there is no competition for that number 18 of Paul Selzy. He has dominated the entire event since the drop of the green flag, since like lap 30 or so. But we'll go back to Matt Sanchez here. He's catching up to that number 70. Got about 7/10 of a second between them. Probably going to be about less than half a second this time around. And good news for you Houston Texans fans out there. They are going to move on to the divisional with CJ Stroud. Put it on a hell of a game. You'll love to see it. This is like the only battle we got going on. Actually, I take that back. These two were side by side, literally, last time around. Had a little bit of a hiccup there. And it really hurt. Sorry about that, guys. But passing's really difficult when you get into these kind of situations. Unless you go to a different lane, you're not going to be able to pass. So Sanchez has got to figure out a way to get around both the 25 and the 70. As it looks like Noah Sears, he's going to go to the top lane. And if Sanchez follows the 25, he'll be in a good position, and he will. And Sanchez is going to get right to the inside and clear Noah Sears there for 6th position. Meanwhile, the 33 trying to run away here from the 9 and the 22. Dennis Baldwin on the outside, getting a bit of a run there. Not quite able to get to the outside of Zach Barber, though. Don't L Texans. They just blew the Browns out, 45-14. Oh, almost some contact there between the 9 and the 45, or the 22. Side by side for 4th rather. I got Matt Sanchez catching up to them in the rear view. He wants that top 5 finishing spot. Meanwhile, your race leader, wherever he may be, there he is. Like I said, I genuinely think that someone is going to be able to cheese the pit strategy and kind of steal one here. Because we got some guys coming down pit road now with about 10 laps to go, 17 laps to go, to be exact. And right now, Noah Sears is in a big pack of cars. He's in a lot of danger. He could be hit, he could make contact and wreck at any moment. As it looks like, the 27, Sanchez got around the number 9 of Zach Barber for 4th. So now it's down to the 22 and the 33 for 2nd and 3rd. And the 87 of Matt Valdez did, in fact, pit. Adam Valdez, sorry. I think I said Matt Valdez. That doesn't sound right at all. Problem for Sanchez. He's got 2 lap cars in the way here. He's going to have a fun time working around that 42, Randy Jones. He's going to try the outside here. It's going to work for him. We're going to keep an eye on the 18 here. Paul Selzy. See when he comes down pit road. It is all about pit strategy. There goes Adam Valdez, Alex Chapman, sorry, down pit road. Here comes Adam Valdez actually trying to unlap himself right now. He's got the fresher tires than both the 18, the 1, everybody in front of him. He's just got to find a lane here. And it looks like he'll try the inside on Bowers here in 3. There he goes, flying by. Now he's going to get around Paul Selzy. He's coming down pit road on lap 94. Who's second line? The 22, Dennis Baldwin. Where's he at? Jesus Christ, he was flying. Okay, there we go. There's Dennis Baldwin. Is he going to pit this time? Yes, he is. So that leaves Matt Sanchez out right now. He took a while to pit last time around. So if he can stay out for another like 10 laps or so, 10, 11 laps, he may have been able to cheese this one. But I'd also keep an eye out for Adam Valdez here. Caution is out. We're going to have a late race restart, folks. What happened? Trying to figure out what could have caused the caution. There very well could have actually been debris on the track or something to have caused the caution to come out. Oh my God. Huh. What if we get like a quick aerial here quick? See if we can figure out what caused the caution to come out. Because I'd love to know. Before anything goes too far, let me pause that. Let's just go back to when the caution flag came out. Still yellow, still yellow. Yellow, okay. At what moment did the yellow flag come out? Right there. Okay, let's see. Let's just... Oh, okay. I think we figured out what happened now. Keep an eye on the 38 and the 17. Looks like Evan Horton bumped the 17 into the outside wall. And that is what brought out the caution on lap 95. Oh, right in the racing line too. Jesus. That is not what I had expected to happen. Let's go to the pace car here. Start at the time a little bit. Who's going to be your race leader? Looks like it's going to be Clayton Baxter, Kane Wagner, Ronald Beasley, potentially. Go to 99. All right. We are going back green. Paul Selzy is your race leader. Wherever he may be. There he is. He's back here in the race lead. Ahead of him is pretty much the entire field. And he's got to get... And Matt Sanchez has got to pass him. Everybody's on equal tires now. It's going to be an 8-lap shootout. Less than 10 laps remaining in the race. Noah Sears, or I'm sorry, Paul Selzy is going to have a lot of lap traffic in front of him. Danny Fisher, Derek Richards up front. Lead us back to the green. Clayton Baxter and Zach Barber instantly popping out of line. 3 Fords versus 1 Toyota. They got to get around Justin Marks as soon as they can. Sanchez to the inside. Here he comes. The 18, Paul Selzy, struggling right now. Here comes Sanchez. Great run through 3 and 4. He's going to go to the bottom. He's to the inside. trying to get the race lead. Side by side, he's cleared. Dude. Oh dear God. They're like three or four wide right now into turn number 1. Matt Sanchez, he's on the best line possible, I want to say. Oh, maybe not. He's getting kind of freight trained now by Alex Chapman. He's got to get some help from behind. He's going to have Zach Barber kind of pushing him a little bit here into turn number 3. They're 4 wide through 3 and 4 right now, folks. Scott Mason holding up that number 27 machine. Who's going to lead the race at the line? It's going to be the 18 by a hair. Paul Selzy still with the race lead here. With 5 laps to go at the stripe. It's all about who can get through this damn traffic the first. The fastest, not the first. If Sanchez can clear, he's going to clear big time. If Sanchez can start to break away now, this is all that he needs. He's got a big break here. Lots of clean air. Kane Wagner also clear. Zach Barber as well. 5 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Side by side with Scott Mason trying to get around him. Another lap car. He's got pressure from the 72 of Kane Wagner. Wagner has never won a race in his career. He had a very disappointing season last season. Zach Barber also. Here he comes. 4 laps to go. Don't count out the 94 of Henry Rivers either. He's back here as they're side by side for the race lead. Sanchez going to clear. Sanchez, he's got a bit of a gap now between he and the 72. Coming to 3 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Baron Cohen, for those of you 27th. Saw someone ask there before. Sanchez starting to pull away. He's got about half a sec between he and Kane Wagner. Zach Barber pushing that 72 for all it's worth. Paul Selzy, who dominated the race here in his Mobil 1 Toyota Camry, has fallen to 4th. He's looking like he's going to fall to 5th as Henry Rivers gets right on his quarter panel, trying to push him up the track a little bit. Side by side. Matt Sanchez just went down pit road. Kane Wagner is going to take the race lead, but it isn't over yet. He's got to keep it, hold it off from Zach Barber, who also has never won a race before. And a little further back, Henry Rivers, Paul Selzy side by side for 3rd. These 2 drivers battling for their first career wins. Barber, the 9, made the playoffs last season, had a great playoff run, made it all the way to the second to last round. This guy, though, he had a very disappointing season all around. As the white flag is out, 1 more lap to go here at Chicagoland. Zach Barber trying to make one last ditch effort. Is he going to make a move into turn 3? Here he comes to the inside. He's going to push the 72 up the track. They're going to be side by side. Baron Cohen, he's in the way of Zach Barber. Here they come at a turn number 4. Barber on the bottom. Wagner up top. And Zach Barber with a bump and run going to win the race. Holy crap. That was the best AI race I think I've ever watched. Zach Barber gets his first career win. Kane Wagner comes up just short. Great race for Henry Rivers. Paul Selzy's great night comes to a disappointing end with a 4th place finish. Alexander Thompson comes home 5th. The 58, Will Donnelly 6th. 29, Joe Buckley Sr. comes home 7th. Fred Wells 8th. The 79 of Dale Webster 9th. And Casey Fulton rounds out your top 10. Baron Cohen, he is going to come home 27th. And getting in the last car will be the 45 of Blaze Rich. Your full finishing order will be here on the side of your screen, and I'm actually going to save this, DMCS Season 2, Race 1. And you know what, I'm also going to save the replay, because that was awesome. That was a great race. 27 cars finished on the lead lap there. Disappointing end for Matt Sanchez. He was leading, then he had to pit. Like, that was not what I had wanted to see, you know? So, it is what it is, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the points will look like here. Oh, boy. That was definitely the best finish to a race I think I've ever seen before. Let's go ahead. What is today's date? Today is the 13th of January, 2024. Going to Chicagoland. Oh, I have Chicago. Race 1 at Chicagoland. Check it for points. Check. Close. Go ahead, throw the results into here. Save results, and let's take a look at the standings following the first ever race. Oh, wait, I just realized this is set up for one driver. Or 25 drivers, not 40. So everybody 25th on down isn't going to get any points at all, which is not what you want. So now I got to redo the points quick, which won't take long. I just kind of forgot about that. So let's see what we can do here. Let's do like 150. And then we'll do 140, 135, 130, 125, 120, 115, 110, 105, 100, 95, 90, 85, 80, 75, 70, 65, 60, 55, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 24, 23, 22. Come on, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 for finishing last. Save. Oh. So now I have to do this, right? Calculate. Now it should be correct. Yes, there we go. So obviously, how many laps? He led 82 of 107 laps. Nobody else led double-digit laps that entire race. We have Noah Steers, who led 8. Adam Valdez, 3. Jonathan Davenport, 2. Clayton Baxter, 2. Kane Wagner, Zach Barber, 2. Matt Sanchez, 6. And that is it. We had a couple different leaders, but I mean, Paul Selzy dominated pretty much the entire race there. So we'll go ahead now, open this bad boy back up. Race winner, Zach Barber. Pole winner was Noah Sears. And last car was Blaze Rich. So next race is going to be at Phoenix for 125 laps. I don't know how many laps the rest of the season is going to be. I haven't quite figured that out. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the race, please like and subscribe. That was definitely a thriller of a finish.